Hi everybody, welcome to the Crypto Niche channel. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to talk about SIACOIN, but before I get into that, I just want to say thank you for taking part in this and being part of the community that wants to learn and grow and support the crypto movement. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to teach you guys what I do and how I learn about altcoins, and basically take you through the process so that you can see what I do and then learn as we go. You're here to learn, obviously. I want to learn too. I've made some mistakes in the past. I jumped into an investment real quick without doing my research, and then I got burned. I lost about $5,400 US, and so I have a personal mission now to make sure that I don't do that ever again, and hopefully this will help you also. This isn't financial advice. I'm not trying to support any of these coins that I do videos on. I just want to do research, and I want to find out for myself, because what you have to understand is each altcoin has a purpose. So you have to look into that purpose, because Bitcoin has a purpose, and its purpose is to be like the godfather of cryptocurrencies, meaning that it's the one sole global currency that people can exchange value for. And then all the altcoins, they also have value, but their value is based on what their purpose is. So that's why you have to look into their purpose. So having said that, it's very important to know what the purpose is. But just understand that we, the people, understand that the blockchain works. Obviously with Bitcoin, it's unbreakable. And all these other altcoins basically use the same code, the same software that Bitcoin uses to make their altcoins, and that's why they're also secure. So we know the technology works behind them, and that if they were issued, they would work. But we have to look into these types of things that we're going to look at today, and make sure that everything makes sense. So let's do this. Let's look into what's happening with SIACOIN. Okay, so okay, I'm a little excited because, to be honest, I already invested in SIACOIN, and I've done some research already, so I already know that I know stuff about it already. So I just thought I'd tell you that already. But the point is, keep an open mind when you're looking into altcoins. Don't think of it as a good thing before you jump in, or a bad thing. Always keep an open mind and look for both good and positive. And then, well, you'll see as we go what pops up. But just keep in mind that you have to keep an open mind, because what your mind looks for is what you're going to find. So if you think right away something is good, like which a lot of us do, we all think altcoins are good, so we jump in without doing our research. But the thing is, you got to do your research, right? So, and yeah. So anyways, let's get into it. SIACOIN. Okay, so first thing I do, well, before I do that, I'm going to go here. The first step I do is I find the website and I look for the purpose and its goals. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do first. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to kind of fly through it and just tell you to do further research as we go along. But I'm going to show you what I do so that you can maybe follow the same steps and go and look at these same sites and whatever. So in any case, I use coinmarketcap.com to find any cryptocurrency. So as you can see, I have the page pulled up already, and all you do is do a search on your coin, type in the name, and a bunch pop up. Choose the one you're looking for, and as you can see right now, it's up 4.32% at 0.034846 cents US. So here it is, and right here, as you can see, you just choose website, then it'll bring you to the website. So here's the website. So this is the first page that pops up. SIA. Cloud storage is about to change. Are you ready? SIA is the first decentralized storage platform secured by blockchain technology. The SIA storage platform leverages underutilized hard drive capacity around the world to create a data storage marketplace that is more reliable and lower cost than traditional cloud storage providers. So they're using the blockchain technology to store data, active SIA hotspots, hosts, I mean. So they're showing us a little picture here of all the partakers, I guess, in this mission. Current capacity, storage capacity is 4 petabytes. Total used storage is 138 terabytes. Coin market cap is 1.1 billion. Active hosts 873. So this must be 873 hosts, all these green dots. Completely private, SIA encrypts and distributes your files across a decentralized network. You control your private encryption keys and you own your data. No outside company or third party can access or control your files, unlike traditional cloud storage providers. Woo, that sounds pretty exciting to me. I mean, a decentralized network where you can store your private information or any information without access, or no third party can access or control your files, unlike traditional cloud storage. Wow. Far more affordable on average. SIA's decentralized cloud. Speaking of clouds, did you guys look outside today? Well, I'm in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada, but the moon tonight, last night I think was the super red moon, blood moon. Like it never happens in like 150 years, but tonight the moon is huge. Anyways, just wanted to tell you that. Go outside, take a look if it's night where you are. You'll probably see the moon. On average, SIA's decentralized cloud storage costs 90% less than incumbent cloud storage providers. Storing 1 terabyte of files on SIA costs about $2 per month, compared with $23 on Amazon S3. Wow, they're competing with Amazon. That's crazy. Highly redundant. SIA distributes and stores redundant file segments on nodes across the globe, eliminating any single point of failure and ensuring uptime that rivals traditional cloud storage providers. So it sounds like it's saying it's fast, and the files are stored in segments across nodes, which are basically computers or miners across the globe. Oh, open source. SIA's software is completely open source with contributors from leading software engineers and a thriving community of developers building innovative applications on the SIA API. Well, all altcoins are open source software, and so excuse me. Yeah, that's like every altcoin is open source. So marketplace on blockchain. Using the SIA blockchain, SIA creates a decentralized storage marketplace in which hosts compete for your business, which leads to the lowest possible prices. Renters pay using SIACOIN, which can also be mined and traded. Okay, so if I was to rent out space on my computer, they're saying I would have to bid to get people to pay me to use my machine, and that makes it competitive for getting the lowest possible price, because you got to compete, and there'll probably be lots of people competing. So here's some information, sign up information on, looks like what GitHub is. This is GitHub information. I'll show you that in a minute. And learn more, there's some stuff to learn more. And then down here, they have the other information. And what's important about websites when you first go to them, don't get excited about all this fancy stuff that you see, because anybody can do that. Remember, this is open source software. All they have to do is copy it and use it somewhere else. That's what happens with that's what can happen with open source software. Anyways, down at the bottom here, there's a link for the white paper. So that's always a good thing, as you're going to see later on. I'm going to take a look at a little closer look at that. But for now, we're just looking at the website, seeing what it's about, and now we know what it's about. It's about cloud. It's about storage, secure, fast storage, decentralized, no third parties. You're probably going to pay less. And right now it looks like it's actually happening. This is what I also like about this website, and others, they don't show this kind of stuff, but this is showing us that these are the people these are the hosts around the world right now. So if that's true, I don't know, but it's kind of exciting if you ask me. So up here you got the About, Technology, Learn, Roadmap. Let's take a look at the roadmap real quick. 2014 founded, 2015 network is released, beta improves, 16 SIA comes out, beta release, 17 SIA gains significant speed, stability and scalability upgrades, 18 our goal, SIA becomes production ready for cold storage, begins to be used by companies and introduces file sharing. Okay, so they're at 2018 right now. 2019 our goal, SIA starts to approach Amazon S3 speeds, moves to warmer storage and introduces content distribution features. Our goal, SIA becomes a true competitor to Amazon S3 and companies start to switch to SIA as an alternative. 2020. So that's in 2 years from now. Long-term goal, SIA becomes the storage layer of the internet. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. So I like seeing this kind of stuff too, because it shows they have a vision, they have a goal. Right now, people looks like they're partaking in it, but they're not up to speed with Amazon yet. by the sounds of it, because they want to get there, and then they want to be a true competitor with Amazon by 2020. Those are huge goals within 2 years. Yeah, so. All right, so we checked out the website. So, you know, see, you get a feel for it. You can get excited about these websites because they're designed really well. There's a lot of press releases on a lot of them that makes them look real good and stuff like that. So just be careful not to get overexcited about websites. Okay, now the second step I do is I go and review it on GitHub. Okay, what is GitHub? GitHub is where so here's the website, but GitHub is the place where software developers come together as volunteers to work on projects such as open source software, and which all the altcoins in the world are built on. And it's basically open source because anybody can copy and use it anywhere. And that's why there's so many coins being built around the world, and that's why we gotta be diligent in keeping the scammers out, because they can just copy and paste this stuff, take our money and run, which is what happened. Anyways, to me. Anyways, yeah, so here's GitHub. So what you want to look for in here, or what are we looking for? We're looking for the SIACOIN. Okay, so first of all, SIA, I know, has two, right? And they all should. They have the SIA. When they talk about having software that does something, they should have a open source software like this. So SIA, S-I-A, this is their open source software right here. So as you can see, a lot of stuff happening, and that's what you want to look for. You want to look for a lot of things happening, a lot of users, a lot of commits. You want to click on the code and see that the code pops up, and you know, see people working on it. Repositories, you know, you just take a look at all this stuff, see if you can make sense of it. I'm not going to go through it all right now, but I just wanted to show you that SIA is just the software that backs the program that they're trying to run, which is cloud storage. And then there's the actual SIACOIN, and that's also open source. Okay, now if they get a SIA wallet, it's probably going to be open source also. So, but the point is, they have open source software. It's here. It's accessible. You can see people are working on it. As with this one here too, there's a lot of things happening. Users. There's only 2 users on the actual SIACOIN right now, but look at all the coding: 33,000 commits, 392 repositories, 38 GPU miner for SIACOIN. Like they're working on getting the coin up and running, and not up and running. It already is up and running, but making sure, you know, it always has to be upgraded and updated. So yeah, that's GitHub. Take a look in there. Take a look around. Make sure you understand that what's happening. What you don't want to see is just very little stuff happening, because that means no one cares about it. No one's working on it. And you software developers out there shouldn't be working on the stuff that's scamming. Like, if you know for a fact that one of them is scamming, you know, it's not ethical to be working on them anyways. In any case, you reviewed it on GitHub. Next step, go look for the white paper. Try to make sense of that. Okay, so let's take a look here. Excuse me, sorry. So I remember back on the on their homepage, or not their homepage, but on the website of SIA, the white paper was down here. So again, I went through this. I looked through it already a bit, and what I look for is the distribution mainly of the coins and how they're going to be minted. So what you want to see is that the minting starts with 0, and then the miners are getting access to the issuance of the coins. Not them pre-mining, which means they pre-mine the coins, keeping them to themselves, and then doing things like ICOs or just keeping them to themselves and just, you know, stashing a bunch away for themselves, really. So this kind of stuff is where I think you should find that stuff, because that's a part of their white paper. That's a part of their plan, right? So this is their plan, and so just look for that kind of stuff. But I go down here to economics of SIA, and the primary currency of SIA is the SIACOIN. The supply of SIA coins will increase permanently, and all fresh supply will be given to miners as a block subsidy. The first block will have 300,000 coins minted. This number will decrease by 1 coin per block until a minimum of 30,000 coins per block is reached, following a target of 10 minutes between blocks. The annual growth in supply is, so there's the growth supply. So they're saying that 300,000 coins will be initially minted, and that'll decrease by 1 coin per block until a minimum of 30,000 coins per block is reached. 30,000, okay. And then after that, they're only going to do 10 every 10 minutes. They're going to do an annual growth off that 30,000, I guess, of 90%, 39, so on and so forth. And after 20 years, there's not going to be any more minted by the looks of it. So that's always a good thing. Seeing that there's limited supply is always good, because that's going to make it more valuable in the long run, right? So if this catches on and this software works, and it takes off like Amazon or Facebook and all those kind of places, and they start making tons of money, well, the value of that coin is going to go up because there's going to be a limited supply, so supply and demand, right? So it's just going to increase if it takes off. So there are inefficiencies within the SIA incentive scheme. The primary goal of SIA is to provide a blockchain that enforces storage contracts. The mining reward, however, is only indirectly linked to the total value of contracts being created. The SIA, okay, so they're just saying because it depends on the amount of users, right? So like I was saying, so if this thing takes off, the value of that coin is going to be more valuable. So the miners, right now it's not worth much, so they're, just hoping, I guess, like we all are. And like I said, it's the beginning. This is the beginning of a revolution, right? So in the long run, if this takes off, it's going to work. The SIACOIN, especially initially, is likely to have high volatility. Hosts can be adversely affected if the value of the currency shifts mid-contract. As a result, we expect to see hosts increasing the price of long-term contracts as a hedge against volatility. Additionally, hosts can advertise their prices in a more stable currency like US dollar and convert to SIACOIN immediately before finalizing a contract. Eventually, use of two-way pegs with other crypto assets will give hosts additional means to insulate themselves from volatility. So they're just saying that the problem is if you're getting paid in SIACOIN, so if I'm renting out my computer and people are paying me in SIACOIN, because of the volatility on a daily basis, if I can't get that SIACOIN to my fiat currency or to Bitcoin real quick, then there's a problem, because I'm either going to lose or I'm going to win, one way or the other, right? So there needs to be some kind of, that stuff isn't kind of regulated either, right? So that stuff has to all be worked out, and we the people have to regulate ourselves right now, and that's the way it should be. We should not allow things that are not good happen, right? Well, that's what I think anyways. So anyways, that's the white paper, but that was off their white page. I mean off their homepage, right? Off their web page. So what I also do is I go over to just to make sure, I go to whitepaperdatabase.com and I check in here, and all you gotta do is type in the name of the coin. I just type in SIA, and there it pops up. So if it doesn't pop up, I don't know. I don't know what this whitepaper database, how they get their information, but some white papers just aren't on here, and you can only find them on their website, which you gotta be skeptical when that happens. But in any case, you just click on the button and they bring you into the white paper. So what you want to do is just take a look at this, make sure that it is the same as what you just seen. And I've already done that, so I know it is, so I'm not going to go through it with you. So I just wanted to show you that so that you can do that with your own research on the altcoin that you choose. So the next thing you do is you want to research the people, right? Because the people behind it, again, are the ones who can control the code. So that means that they are writing the code and they can change it at any time, right? So although blockchain is unbreakable, coders can actually go back and do what's called a fork and split the blockchain. So the blockchain's coming along like this, right? There's a block, there's a chain, a block, a chain. That's all recorded data, that's all stored, that's all, and it grows and grows and grows. So what happens is the blockchain goes this way. It's going this way, but then they fork it, what's called a fork, and go this way. So they cut off all this part, let's just say this is my hand, this is where it stops. They cut that, well, they don't cut it, they just create a new fork over here. So what you got to do is go back now, and whatever you owned at that point in time is where you'll start off going on the new fork. So I'm just saying that the people that are behind it all can do that kind of stuff. Even though the blockchain is unbreakable, that's the one major fault that takes place. So if there's like only one person behind the show, or running the show I should say, then you got to be very skeptical and say, whoa, so look into who these people are, what is their policies, that kind of thing, right? So let's go just take a look right quick here about some of these people. And so back on their webpage again. Oh yeah, okay, so here's their team. So I can tell you I already did some research on these guys. I'm not going to do it again, but what I found was good stuff about, I think, David Borick and Steve Funk. One of them's a philanthropist, one of them CEO, co-founder, core developer, GitHub. as you can see, these guys are GitHub. These two are on GitHub, so they're probably software developers. So that's probably a good thing. Luke, Zach, like. So look into these people, do a little bit more research, find out who they are. Do they have a criminal past, that kind of thing. You know, are they crooks basically? And then also do some further research to see if you can find out, even talk to them if you can, about internal policies, like how does fork decisions be made, that kind of thing. And then get their views on forks and see what they say about them. I already did that, and I already read up and I seen an article about forks, and you know, the David, the CEO, he basically says, you know, he doesn't believe in, you know, he understands that forks can happen. So he said, you know, that will hopefully never happen. But there are times when forks may have to happen due to whatever reason, right? Which are usually good reasons. And the community accepts those reasons. That's the thing. We, the community, are the ones that should be actually deciding, because, you know, basically it's our blockchain, the users of that altcoin. So, but that's a flaw that, you know, you got to be careful of, right? So just do your research, be careful, and, you know, do your research. So, sorry. Would I invest? Well, like I said, I already invested. So I looked into all this stuff. Everything looks good to me. I got a good feeling for it. I hope you make the right decision by doing your own research. Your decision being doing more research, and share your knowledge just like I am. You know, try to let us know too, let the rest of us know that whatever it is taking place, so we can either, you know, ride the wave or get off, you know, that kind of thing. So let's do that. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Just want to let you know, at some point I'm going to be giving out some free Bitcoin, and right now I think I'm going to shoot for a goal of, once I get 100 subscribers, I'll give out probably $50 in Bitcoin for now. Start it off, you know, and then we'll go from there. Maybe $50 every 100 subscribers, you know, for now. I'm not rich, so not yet. Maybe these altcoin investments will get me there. But in any case, I'm not. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. Crypto Niche. Peace out.